Yes, sir.
Fine, let's start. Let's continue.
Right. As I told you last time, that little bit only left heating curve and the cooling curve. What is heating curve? Heating curve is a graph which shows the variation of temperature with the quantity of heat given or with respect to the time. For example, they are asking convert ice, certain quantity of ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius into 100 degrees Celsius of steam. Of steam. Can we convert directly in one shot? No, there will be stages followed. And for those stages, we have to draw a graph. Rough graph we have to sketch. So the graph will sketch like this. This is 0 degree. I show temperature here. Temperature in degree Celsius, that degree Celsius here. Temperature value is minus 10 and 100. All we must show. So 100, this here, this much will be too long. So 20, 40 I am showing. 60, 80, 100. And out here I'll show minus 20. I'm sure minus 10 is in midway here. Minus 10 is here. Minus 10 is here. Ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. What are the stages? What stages will it follow? First, ice will melt and will change into water. And that water will boil and then will change into steam. We know melting point of pure ice at 0 degrees Celsius is 0 degrees Celsius. Then ice temperature just now is minus 10 given. First, you have to bring the ice to 0 degrees Celsius like this. And here I will be writing either time or quantity of heat or heat. You are drawing the graph of temperature versus time or temperature versus heat, quantity of heat. Now ice has come from minus 10 to 0 degrees Celsius here. Now ice will start melting. Any change of state region we show by a line parallel to the x-axis like this. That time the temperature will not change. Temperature will be constant. This temperature 0 degree will remain same till the entire mass of ice changes into water. Till the whole ice melts till here. And now suppose ice has melted fully. Now the ice is changing into water here. Temperature of water will be now increasing and it will go up to 100 degrees Celsius. Up to 100 degrees Celsius. Temperature of only writing here, no change of state. And now the process of boiling will start. The process of boiling will start and it will go like this, parallel to this axis, like this way. This way we will show. We can name it region as A, B, C, D, E, like this. This region represents melting. This region represents the process of boiling. Now water is boiling at 100 degrees Celsius and keeps on boiling. Now the process of boiling is complete and here we have steam formed. Steam formed at 100 degrees Celsius. So this graph is called heating graph, heating curve. In this graph, we keep in mind that whenever there is a change of state, that is boiling point, melting point, this kind of temperature, change of state will take place. That temperature remains constant for quite some time. Or it will keep on absorbing heat without showing any change in temperature. Temperature remains constant throughout till the process of change of state is complete. So this region is melting and the other region is boiling. So this is the graph we draw. By chance they ask you to convert into steam of 120 degrees Celsius. From here we'll continue further, 120 degrees Celsius. Steam is formed here at 100 degrees Celsius. Now the temperature of steam will increase from 100 to 120 degrees Celsius, like that. Okay? Understood?
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Boys, please do respond.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understood,
Okay.
sir.
Hello, am I audible? Dakshit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
We're
you are
audible.
audible.
Sir. I guess he is not able to hear us. Sir. He is not able to hear us.
Sir, I think headphones have any problem.
Hello. Am I
Hello.
audible?
Sir, we can hear you.
Yes,
We
sir.
can hear you clearly.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
I think there is a problem in the headphones.
1 minute. Phone is giving problem. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Poor headphones.
Sir, I think school should buy new headphones.
There's something wrong with it. Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Yes, sir. sir.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, now I can hear.
Yes, sir. We are.
Getting
Sir, can you explain this diagram again?
ice at how many degrees Celsius given? -10, no? We know the fact that ice melts. What is
Yes,
the
sir.
melting point of ice? 0, no? Ice at -10 degrees Celsius, you have to bring it to 0, and then the change of state will take place. Change of state time, no, the line becomes parallel to this axis, parallel, because there will be no change in temperature. Temperature will remain constant at the time of change of state. Now here onwards, now we have water form. Now the temperature of water is rising. Now again change of state, boiling process will start at 100 degrees Celsius, right in front of 100, boiling will start. And the process will go on and on till the entire water boils into steam, changes into steam.
Bro, your voice is cracking.
Okay? Hello? All
Yes,
right.
sir,
Wait,
but your voice is
it's
cracking.
not working. No.
No,
your
so
voice.
I cannot help it. What should I do now for that? Say,
Make a
what
YouTube
can I do?
video and
Maybe.
upload it.
Then
Sir, just
I
I
think
have
you should
been
upload your
doing.
video. I think you should upload your video on YouTube.
Why I don't upload?
No, sir, don't upload videos. Sir,
You
no,
just
sir.
upload through Teachment.
Hey.
Other time I did not upload the video.
Yes, sir.
I have been uploading every
There are
time.
no videos.
Why you have to tell me? All the videos are there in YouTube. First I upload in the YouTube, then the school website. Videos are always made, every time. Okay. Understood? All right.
Yes, sir.
Now another thing out here. Listen. This region I have drawn shorter, and this one I have kept longer. Both of them represent change of state, but one I have kept shorter, the other one I have kept longer. Why? The reason is that the specific latent heat value of vaporization is large or much large as compared to the specific latent heat of fusion. If you remember, the value of latent heat of fusion of ice is only 336 joule per gram, whereas latent heat of vaporization value is 2260 joule. 2260, 340, 336 and 2260. Almost 7 times more. That's why this region will take a longer time out here. Boiling process will be taking a longer time than this one melting. That's why I kept this region longer. They ask very often this question, why this region is longer than this one? So such a curve is called heating curve. Now cooling curve is just opposite of that. Cooling curve, what happens? Cooling time, they will just ask you opposite. Convert steam at 100 degrees Celsius into ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Just opposite. That means you have to cool it. Steam is already at 100, so steam first will start condensation, just a reverse process. Change of state will first only with because the steam is already at 100. Now steam is cooling and changing into water here. Now the temperature of the water will decrease and will come to 0. Now water will start freezing. This is the freezing region. If you have to make ice at 0 degrees Celsius, here is the ice at 0 degrees Celsius. The process starts here and is completing here. But you have to get ice of -10 degrees Celsius, suppose, then you go further below, -10, till -10 here, -10, like this. So this time, this region will represent condensation, and this region will represent freezing taking place here, freezing. Water is freezing into the ice. Again, this region is longer. Why? Because latent heat value is high. Boiling and the condensation is just the reverse process. The quantity of heat involved will be the same. Boiling time, the quantity of heat we have to supply, and condensation time, quantity of heat has to be rejected or has to be withdrawn from the body or has to be lost by the body. Then only condensation will take place. So such a curve is called, this curve is called cooling curve. We call it cooling curve, cooling. You see the temperature is falling, that means the body is getting cooler. So such a curve is called cooling curve. Understood? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Now, just have a look at it. They may show a graph like this. Just have a look at it. They are showing a graph this way. They have written A, B, C, D, E, F, and here is written temperature. Temperature in degrees Celsius. It is given time. Time is taken here in minutes. Time in minutes. And here they are writing T1, T2, T3, T4 written. Question says a solid is being heated continuously till it changes into vapor. A solid is being heated continuously till it changes into vapor. Till it changes into vapor, for which the following graph is drawn. Question is asking, what does the region BC and DE represent? Can you tell me what does the region BC and DE represent? What does it represent? BC and DE?
Boiling.
Both the
Boiling.
Change of state. This is also change of state. How do we know? Because the line is temperature is constant. This temperature is constant. That is change of state. Here also change of state. There are two change of state. This was initially solid. That is first must be melting. The other one must be boiling. Which one is melting? Which one is boiling? Can you tell me?
BC is
BC is
melting.
melting, D is boiling.
Yes. We know from the length also. Length of this line also. From that also we know. Length of this line is shorter. This is longer. Longer region will be boiling. So this is melting and that is boiling. The question asks you, what is the melting point of solid? Can you tell me what is the melting point of solid?
100
What is
degrees
the
Celsius.
melting?
100 degrees Celsius.
100 degrees Celsius.
Where is
100
100? Where do you see 100?
T3.
Where do you see 100? Huh? This is melting region. No, then what is the temperature? What is the value of temperature here? What is the value of temperature? T2.
0 degrees.
Where is 0 is seen out here? This is melting region. Melting region. What is the temperature value at that time? What is the temperature you see? What is the value of temperature? How much is the value of this temperature? T2.
T2.
You say T2 degrees Celsius.
T2.
T2 degrees Celsius. Now question says, what is the boiling point of the liquid? What is the
T3.
boiling point? T3, because it is in front of T3. The T3 degrees Celsius. This unit also you have to read, T3 degrees Celsius. Okay, what is the rise of temperature of the liquid? Can you tell me what is the rise of temperature for the liquid? Liquid is from where to where? Which region represents liquid state? Tell me. Which part of the graph
T3
shows
minus
liquid
T2.
state? T3 minus T2. This is from where to where is liquid. Rise of temperature T3 minus T2. Degree Celsius also will like. Like this, T3 minus T2 degree Celsius, like this will like. Okay, what is happening in the region EF? What is the physical state of the substance in the region EF? Tell me.
Steam.
Physical state, is the substance solid, liquid or gas or vapor? What is
Gas.
it?
Vapor.
Gas.
Gas or vapor? Huh?
Gas. Vapor or gas.
Yeah, vapor or gas. Vapor or gas. Yes. I think you have understood it now. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, the value of which type of heat is more? Latent heat is more or specific heat is more? Tell me that one.
Specific latent heat.
Specific heat.
Latent heat value is much more. Yes. Within the latent heat, there are two types. We know that fusion and boiling. Which one is bigger? Boiling is bigger or melting is bigger? Which one?
Boiling.
Huh?
Boiling.
Yeah, boiling is much bigger. Boys, what are you chatting here in the this one now? Chat box. You are writing all rubbish. I'll show this to father then in that case. What thing you are writing there? This is being recorded here. I will show it to father then in that case. I'll complain. Who are the boys writing all those rubbish? You are not concentrating in the class. Don't chat rubbish. We concentrate on the class. Okay. Now, region type questions. Okay. Whenever ice or steam will come, there the answer will be based on latent heat. We have to mention about the latent heat. Due to latent heat, that happens in both the cases, steam and water. Ice case will be answering on the basis of latent heat. I give examples. They say ice keeps water colder than ice is more effective coolant than water. Why? To cool some juice or cold drinks and all, we put a lump of ice there, isn't it? We don't use cold water at 0 degrees Celsius. You know why?
Because
To
ice
cool something, we use ice.
Lower value of latent.
latent value.
Lower value.
Of latent.
You are comparing ice with water. Ice has latent heat. Ice withdraws the heat or absorbs the heat from a
Heat
cold
absorber.
body in the form of latent heat. Listen quietly. in the form of latent heat, it will absorb the heat from the hot body and can absorb the large quantity of heat, because latent heat value is 1 gram of ice will absorb 336 joule of heat, then only it will melt. That means the hot body will lose 336 joule of heat through the ice before it melts. But if you use water of 0 degrees Celsius, then water will be absorbing only 4.2 joule of heat. Then its temperature will be, the body temperature, water temperature will rise by 1 degree Celsius on gaining heat. So we are 4.2 and we are 336. That means in case of when it comes in contact with the ice, the hot body loses more quantity of heat to the ice in order to melt it. More means, large quantity. For example, you can give the example also, 1 gram of ice loses 1 gram of ice gains 336 joule of heat before it melts. That means it makes the hot body to lose 336 joule of heat. So the hot body is losing more, it is becoming much colder. Now another question, recent test question. This says soon after the snowfall, the weather is very cold. Soon after the snowfall. The reason, same reason. Because snow and all will be melting by absorbing large quantity of heat from the surrounding in the form of latent heat, the value of which is very high. So in that case, in order to melt the snow, the surroundings loses large quantity of heat. So the surrounding becomes very cold. They ask questions like, when the ice in the lake starts melting, the weather is very cold. When the ice in the Himalayas and all, they melt, surrounding areas will become very cold.
Same reason.
Same reason. All the reasons are same. They ask questions like this, just opposite of the just think. When water in the lake starts freezing, your weather will be cold or warmer? Tell me. When the water in the lake starts freezing, it will be warmer. Right? Because water will freeze only when it loses heat. And that also it has to lose the heat in the form of latent heat. Water will lose the heat in the form of latent heat. 1 gram of water will lose 336 joule of heat in order to change into ice. Only process gets reversed, but the quantity of heat remains the same. So in case of water starts freezing, water loses the heat to the surroundings, that also in the form of latent heat, the value of which is very high. And as a result, the surrounding is the receiver of large quantity of heat and the surrounding becomes warmer and pleasant. So I think you understood it. So yes, any questions based on ice and all, your reason will be based on latent heat. Okay. Same way the question comes like steam causes more severe burn than hot water, than boiling water. Steam contains latent heat, additional quantity of heat as compared to the boiling water. How much additional quantity of heat? The latent heat, and the value of which is very high, 2260 joule of heat. That means steam is much more energetic. It contains much more amount of heat as compared to just the boiling water. Boiling water is still water only, it is not in the form of steam. So it will not contain the additional quantity of heat in the form of latent heat. But the steam contains the latent heat. That is 2260 joule per gram in 1 gram. So that is the reason why steam causes more severe burn than the boiling water. Understood, I suppose? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, sometimes they ask this question also, all the ice in the Himalayas do not melt in a single day. Do you know? There are so many ice, they are in the Himalayas and they are still there, they are not melting. Because to melt the ice, entire quantity of ice, large, very, very large quantity of heat is required, and that much quantity of heat is not available from the sun. Sun also cannot supply that large quantity of heat in order to melt them. That's why all the ice do not melt in the Himalayas. Only it's melting partially,
Sir,
partly. Huh?
sir, what
Yes.
about the climate change?
Climate change is due to water. The water that high specific capacity of water. That causes your land breeze, sea breeze, all those questions. That is based on water. Water has got high specific capacity, is losing and gaining and all that. Okay?
Yes,
All
sir.
right? So now the theory part is finished. So now we will be doing problems in this, okay? So problems in this is, the formula of doing problem is H is equal to MC theta. You can write on the formulas for numericals. The formula will be H. First formula will be H is equal to MC theta. Second formula will be heat capacity. Heat capacity denoted by C dash. Formula is either H by theta or M into C. Second formula. And the third formula will be heat is equal to ml. This formula will apply when there is a change of state. When water is changing into ice, or ice is changing into water, or water is changing into steam, at the time of change of state only this formula will be used. L is stand for specific latent heat. And this formula we use when there is a change of temperature, whereas state is not changing. Change of temperature time we use this formula. Okay, and then when you heat a substance, you can see only two things: either change of temperature will take place or the change of state. Both do not take place simultaneously. It will be one of them at a time. Either change of temperature or change of state will take place. And then one more formula you can add: power. Power formula will be work by time, but work is joule, that is heat upon time we can write here. Power is equal to heat upon time. So these are the formulas you have to use in this chapter. And principle of calorimetry, that means when two things you are mixing, like hot water, cold water you are mixing, or maybe ice you are mixing with water, building in contact, you are putting ice with water, that time principle of calorimetry will be used. Heat loss will be equal to heat gain. We'll make equation and find unknowns. Whatever unknown thing is there, and they must be asking that in the question, and we'll be finding that. So we'll be using the principle of calorimetry. So these are the types of problem here in this chapter. Okay. So some questions, the heat will be given. One thing is unknown here. You can find out easily. Or find heat capacity. The formula will be H by theta or M into C. Heat capacity may be given, or you may have to find. So those kind of questions. And change of state time, we'll use ml, because for unit mass the heat requirement is L. For M mass the quantity of heat requirement will be M into L multiplied. Simple. And question may talk about power or the rate of extraction, or power means rate of extraction. Rate means divided by time. Rate of extraction or loss of heat. P stands for power or rate of extraction or rate of loss of heat by a substance. That will be heat upon time. So these are the formulas on which we have to do the numerical problems. I think we can do this much only for today. Next class I will be doing some numericals here, okay? And this chapter will be over. And after that we'll be doing the last chapter, that is radioactivity, okay? And then the syllabus will be over.
Yes,
Okay, all right. Any queries? Yeah.
So we will be having
Yes, tell
practice
me.
after first semester.
About the classes, I cannot say.